This is a tutorial which will guide you how you can fill up your application form for Solaris Projects online. So as you have to come to the website SureHomz.com, and from there you have to provide your login details, which will be your email, mobile number and the password. If you have just registered, then you can get your password from the email that has been sent to you, and you'll have to change your password on the next screen if you haven't already. And now you'll see once you enter these two details, you can just press on the login button and this will take you to the dashboard. Here you can see the project names. Currently you might see just two projects, which is Solaris City Shriram and Solaris Joka. If you have already bought the application kit, then you can see that the application numbers would be present here. So as you can see, there has been two kits bought for Solaris City Shriram in this account. So now all you need to do is if you have to fill up an application, you have to click on this application form. If you want to read through the GTC, you can click here, get a PDF format of the same. If you want to look at the brochure, you can click here and get to know the same. We'll click on this application form. Here you can see that there are certain mandatory fields which have to be filled if you have to participate and complete this form. And those mandatory fields are the one that are marked with this red sign. Almost all the fields are mandatory except a few. So you have to ensure that you provide us all the correct details. You have to provide your name, number, your email address, your other residential and or communication address details. You have to either provide a joint applicant or a nominee. It's mandatory. And you have to provide the respective details. This is where you get to choose the flat type. Please note this is very important. The reason is you can choose more than one type. So you could have clicked or chosen D type and C type both. And here, if D type was a first preference, you could have mentioned 1. If C type was the second preference, you would have had to mention 2. And then here you get to choose the flat floor preference. So we are providing you an opportunity to select or provide your preference for the floor type, and that can be chosen by choosing standard or prime. For full details, we request you refer to our general terms and conditions. And if you choose prime, then you will get first preference in prime, and then you will be made to participate in the standard lottery. And then you have to provide your preference for the car parking. There are covered parkings and open parkings. Then you have to provide your preference for two-wheeler parking. Please read through all these details here and available in the GTC to understand which parking preference you might be eligible for. Then there are preferred payment plan. You can choose down payment, installment. Again, refer terms and conditions for pricing and lottery details and the payment schedule specifically. Then we just need to know how you came to know about the project. So you can either select one or you can select multiple like this. Similarly, we want to know why you were attracted to the Solaris City Shriram project. Again, here you can have multiple options, or you can provide multiple choices. This is again very important. This is for the customers or for the applicants who will get unsuccessful and whose application money will have to be refunded back with interest as per the applicable terms and conditions. So you need to provide the correct bank details, the IFSC code, the bank name, your name, exactly as it appears in your account, so that we are able to successfully transfer the money. then you have to read through this entire GTC. So please note that once you read through this GTC, and you can see that all the details are mentioned here, especially the pricing and payment schedule for both down payment, installment, and standard and prime flats. But please note that once you accept this GTC here, this form becomes non-editable. It will not allow you to edit the form again. And once you have done that, then unless you proceed to payment and you make payment of the application money, your application or your participation in the e-lottery will be incomplete. So we request you to kindly proceed to payment. Again, please note that once you proceed to payment, if you proceed to payment page, the entered details will be saved permanently. You will not be able to change the form details any further. Do you want to proceed for payment? Okay. There are again three choices. The amount that we will get is 95,000, but then there may be certain processing fees. There may be certain convenience fee that might be charged, which is a non-refundable amount. So you should note that, and you can choose this, and then you can proceed for payment again. Please note that when you proceed for payment, then it will take you to the CCAvenue website. Here again, you don't need to fill up these details correctly. It is not required. It is not mandatory. It is nowhere important for this transaction to go through. So you just provide your card number here, and then you click on make payment, and that will complete the transaction, and you will get a payment successful confirmation on the website and also in your email, and this will confirm your participation in your preferred Solaris project e-lottery process. Thank you.